Hi, Mr. Lickett here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the first video on my channel, and it's a Minecraft Bedrock Quad Slime Farm tutorial. Not quite a tutorial, but mainly proof of concepts. There's plenty of tutorials out there you can follow. This just mostly expands on it and shares information I couldn't find on my own. As you can see, we have a 2x2 chunk, so it's 4 slime chunks that are in a square, spawned next to each other. Some things of note is in Minecraft Bedrock, slime chunks are universal. So no matter where you go, if you go to chunkbase.com, you can find your slime chunks even without putting your seed in. They are the same for every seed, everywhere. You just have to find the right spot for it. So if you're lucky enough to find a 2x2, this is the tutorial for you. You can see we have a 3-wide channel here with 4 golems on this side. It will be 8 golems per floor, but only half of this is built up to be the proof of concept to show you just what I'm talking about. Plenty of smarter people out there have done this a million times better, but this is my iteration of it. We have 32 by 32 spawning platforms and a 3-wide channel around the entire thing. That's going to go down to where your collections will be, and that's mainly the gist of it. We have a center block here, all marked out, all the corners of each chunk's marked out, so you can see things clearly. I try to give you a little bit of an overview here. Sorry for looking at other things in my creative world, but this is just me trying to show you what I'm looking at. Now, like I said, this isn't a full-on tutorial. I'm just trying to give you fundamentals here to be able to build your own. As you can see in this clip, I'm just trying to demonstrate where the slimes will try to attack the iron golem from. Almost the entire chunk, about 8 to 10 blocks. It's not terrible, but the idea being, no matter where a slime spawns in that farm, it will try to attack a golem and fall to its death. It's not that difficult of an idea, but it is an expensive farm, like I said before. Now, the reason being, as of 1.18 in Minecraft Bedrock, golems are the only way to do this. The iron ones. Snow golems no longer work. They will no longer target snow golems. So you can see here, this little guy, he's going to jump along, and then fall in the channel. This guy over here is going to do his own thing, because ideally there'd be a golem on the other side of that, or to the right of it. What I'm mainly trying to get across here is this is how your golems will be safe. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, because I'm going to show you the chamber later on in the video, but this is the basic idea of it. The golems are in there, the slimes sort of jump towards it, they fall down the channel. That's pretty much it. Slime farms have been around a very long time. This is just mainly how to expand it and use it for these kinds of needs. I could not find this information together, so I'm putting it together and trying to show it to you. Yes, I'm going to set my difficulty to peaceful, get rid of those guys, and we're going to hop over to my survival in a moment here so I can show you it all built up, not in this little creative bubble here. That's it. Here's an overview. Take a screenshot, take a pause if you need to. This will help you. Now you're probably wondering, what is this green sphere you're seeing? I'm using the Foxy No-Tail Armor Stand add-on pack to demonstrate the spawning areas of the slimes you will have. Now down here is where your AFK spot would be, at -12. Ideally, your farm will end, the roof of it will be at Y32. Your platforms should be at 11, 15, 19, 23, and 27 as your spawning platforms. Now, this is where my collections is. It's at 0. You can see it's pretty powerful of a farm. I haven't really emptied it recently except for the one side, but your storage should roughly go around 0 if your AFK spot's going to be at 12 in the center of these 4 chunks. On Realms, this is what this is designed for. You have a 4-chunk simulation distance. So this, if you stand in the middle of it, will take up half of that. And if you have any caves nearby, you have to light them up just to help with your rates. Now we're going to go up here, you can see, like I said, we're at 5 on this little observing platform. This doesn't really do anything but observe. See, we're at 11, 15, you see, and that's where we're at. That green area inside the bubble there is where you're safe, where nothing can spawn. Now, outside of the red area is where nothing can spawn as well. Inside the red area, to the outside of the green area is where all the slimes will spawn. You have a 24 to 44 block radius. So mobs will not spawn within 24 blocks of you, and they will not spawn outside of 44 blocks away from you. I'm going to jump back down just so you can see again. You see red sphere, they're all falling to their death. You can watch it happen. And there's this tiny spot on the second floor there where they won't spawn, but that's fine. Anywhere within this green circle, no slimes will spawn as long as you're standing down here. Or as long as you're standing where the armor stands are at Y -12. I hope that explains a little bit more. I know not everyone has access to the add-on packs. In fact, I built this without the add-on packs. But it does help to demonstrate what I'm trying to tell you. To try to help more, I'll reiterate all of that in the description as far as where your spawning levels and whatnot should be. Now right here, I'm going to show you the basic collection system I use. This is just expanded upon under every level of my magma. That's basically it. This is super simple. I did not come up with this. It's a really simple minecart unloader that can be used for a multitude of things, but we're choosing to use it with the magma here. So what you would see is underneath the magma blocks that the slimes fall onto, we're going to have a minecart with hopper. Now this is just a block with a comparator and a repeater and a torch. It's reading the hopper through the block. So as long as there's slime in the hopper, the minecart will not go. Okay? That's pretty much it. You can see it here. It doesn't have to just be hoppers underneath it either. It can all be blocks. I choose hoppers because I wanted as quick of an unloading as I can possibly have. See, I'll throw this guy on top of here, and then I'm going to throw some slime on top of here. And you'll see how it would work pretty much the same. It's just, this is the fundamentals of it. I've expanded that out a bunch. You see the minecart stops, it launches, picks those guys up, goes back. That time it didn't, but, you know, it's going to stop here, unload all of those into the hopper, and then start going again. Now, I told you I was getting ahead of myself before. This is basically what the inside of the cave wall would look like. Imagine all the smooth stone as a cave wall. Imagine this being where your golem is going to be. They're 3 tall and only 1 wide, so you really only need a space that's 3 by 3 by 1. You see inside there, they'll fit inside there just fine. You put your block in, you put a trapdoor on top of that so nothing can jump inside of that. You put the slab on top of there. There should be 1.5 block gap in between the trapdoor and the half slab. Plain and simple. Very, very easy stuff. Nothing new, nothing crazy. Like I said, I didn't come up with a lot of this. This is just expanded upon. And also switched up for 1.18 because they changed things. Now imagine where I'm putting these slabs, or smooth stone, as where your kill chamber would be. I'll empty that out in a second so you can actually see that without me just trying to tell you. Now the andesite would be where the actual spawn floor ends and everything else. You're going to want to go down, not 3 blocks necessarily, but, you know, this is for the concept of creative so they can't jump out of this hole and, you know, mess everything up. You're going to need magma blocks. You could probably get away with some pointed dripstone or something else, you know, if you want to try to get creative with it, but that's not going to work conducively to the minecart unloader and everything else that we have going for this. You put your magma in, you put your slime in, you put your golem in. Pretty easy stuff. Now, in survival, each floor, you're probably going to want to make a little bridge, make a little T with your iron blocks. Don't break the trapdoor like I did, or fall, because neither of those things are good. You make your little T, you put your carved pumpkin on, biggity bam. We got an iron golem. And then you don't fall, once again, and you just break your bridge, go back onto the spawn platform, rinse and repeat for all 8 golems on all 5 floors. That's pretty much all you really need to do. It's a very straightforward farm. It's nothing super complicated, but the bigger you get, the more complicated things get. Now, I thoroughly appreciate if you've made it this far in the video. I hope any of this information has helped you. I couldn't find it in one spot, so I decided to put it all in one spot. Thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.